It's really good. Tube Studio. Let's see. Content. Lives. So, oh, yo, thank you, Yerb Shady, Daniel. Thank you, boys. Just hold off 1 second. Hope that so it's working on the computer, but I need to be on the phone to get my views, like actually. So, um, he's still. I'm still on chat with the guy. Hopefully it works. Yeah, hopefully. Me too. I don't understand. Sandwich? No, that was really good, Bubba. Miss Brain made me a sandwich, boys, as I was trying to figure all this out, and it was really good. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, that was good, Bubba. So, boys, how we doing? How we doing? Mm, mm, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. So, boys, back on Fallout. Oh hell yeah! All right. Oh, that was a delicious sandwich, boys. That was so fucking good. That was so good. Oh, all right. Um. So what can you do? This guy's taking a sweet ass time. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Thanks for trying that out. Of course. Of course. Oh, boys, we getting it. Can I play a quick ass game of Rocket League real quick, boys? Just a quick ass game? Real quick. Real quick. Quick ass game. As we multitask and get this over with. I don't know what he was trying to have me test to see if I was banned or something. Like, I told you I was live like 20 minutes ago. No, they have me in a VIP, like a different When I need customer support as a creator, I get in a different line. I was like number one in line, and then I was talking to him immediately. That's not. It's not that my other phone didn't work with it either, which is a different uh model. And I was live, and I go live on both devices all the time. Again, it just randomly did that. Almost like it needs to be reset or something. Mm-hmm. Oh shit, some Rocket League, just a little bit. Oh, bless you again, Smiley. I'm not trying to give you guys a whole bunch of gameplay. I'm trying to vibe with you, listen to songs outside, but the I couldn't go live on the phone again. It's just literally. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys. It just says this. See, unable to connect at this moment. Try again or end stream. And it says that with my other phone as well. So like, it's literally a YouTube issue. It's not that. It's not my phone, sir. I'm gonna just tell him straight up. I need you to fix this. Like, to be real, I mean, y'all, your job is to make sure creators like me are being taken care of. So I'm not gonna be like super, super, super nice. But I'm just gonna be like, I need you to get on it. You know what I mean? He's like, I told him it's not my phone. He's like, you can give me the make and model of your phone. I'm like, no, I won't. I told you it's not my phone. So let's just make this happen. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mr. Brain is gonna play a little bit of you know what I mean? And that make me happy. So what's the next step? It's not the phone. Like I proved. So what else? You know what I mean? You need to hurry up with your fucking typing. You know what I mean? I won't lie, like every other YouTube rep I've had is a lot faster. Come on now, buddy. Come on now, buddy. I'm the only one in line. You know what I mean? Come on. Come on. Come on. Whatever your name is, RR. You know what I mean? Come on. Come on, good. Come on, good. Come on, good. Give me the next go-to. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Step. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, sometimes you gotta push them a little bit and just go like, no offense, like I just need this taken care of, and they go, I understand. And I mean, sometimes you gotta do it a little bit. I've worked customer service for a while. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. No. But I'm on that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so then that's okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, alright. We're still winning. I have 10 spiders. You have 10 spiders? Have you named each of them? And are any of them named Spider-Man? You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna try something new after this. I'm gonna try something new. Alright, hold on. I need to... He just told me to do this. Hold on. I gotta do this, and I gotta go here. Alright, hold on. And then this. Alright, cool. Different lines. There we go. Alright, here we go. I'm doing like 5 things at once. Oh. Alright, let's see. Doing like 15,000 things at once, boys. Nope. Alright, let's see. Already talking to someone, let's go. Oh, man. Thank you. Fuck yeah. Oh, no. He might have just gave that to him. Alright, boys, let me just get a quick goal, make sure he win this game. And then... Oh, no! I missed. I might have sold the entire bag. I sold the bag. Alright, now I'm gonna get this. Issues with other devices? Yes. The same with other devices. Which is weird because both work fine streaming. I was live 30 minutes ago. Set. And hold on. Alright, I think I can tie it up though. Oh, can you imagine? Yeah, so it says unable. What did it say? It said unable. To connect this moment. Then the options are try again. Alright. You said you were cheating? You're right, I am cheating. How'd you know? How'd you know? How'd you know I was cheating? How'd you know I was cheating? Sorry boys. These guys are probably pissed. Look at them. Yep, get it. Get it. Yeah. Be able to connect to other websites. I tried using it on Streamlabs on let's see actually live now on let's see. What up, Mr. LC Show? Sorry, I'm talking to a specialist right now. It's only in a game because the queue was taking forever. All right, so what you guys are hearing, the bling bling, we're talking back and forth. Let's see. What else? Um, I connected data, both. I've never seen this issue before. All right, let's see. That is wild.
Oliver Tree's mom's.
Let's figure this out. Oh, thank you, Mr. Kin, for coming a basic brain. Thank you. Let's go. Boys, here, let me put on some, I don't know. Boys, do you guys want to listen to some fucking... Oh, shit. Hold on, boys. I'm gonna put on some cartoons for you guys, some Bill Nye. Alright, I gotta work for just a second, boys. Hold on. Alright.
Now, real wind doesn't come from a fan. No, in nature, wind is caused by the heat from the sun and the rotation of the earth. That's what makes these intricate patterns of clouds that we see on this photo from space. It works something like this. This is our great big plastic wind box of science. These lights represent the sun. This ice represents the north and south poles. So here's what happens. Energy from the sun heats the land, and the land warms the air over the land. The air molecules get going faster, and they spread farther apart, so they don't weigh as much for the room they take up. So cold air can push the warm air up. That's why we say warm air rises. So look what's happening. The smoke shows us that the air is sinking over the cold poles, flowing over the cities, and then rising over the warm parts.
Try resetting my phone.
In a great big circle. And that's what happens on the Earth. Now there's one more thing. The Earth is spinning, so the wind starts spinning. That's why wind comes from all different directions. Wind is wild. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill has 2 eyes, scaly skin, and a weird tongue.
My Uncle Ernie?
No! Reptiles!
Well, like I said,
Reptiles come in all shapes and sizes, like snakes, turtles, and lizards. Reptiles are able to live all over the world, in all different environments. See, they're animals, just like you and me. Of course, they're not just like you and me. Reptiles don't keep the same body temperature during the day. We say they're cold-blooded, although she feels kind of warm. See, if it's hot out, you and I sweat to cool off. And reptiles don't do that. If it's cold out, you and I put on coats, sweaters, and blankets. Or if we're dogs and cats, we grow a lot of fur so that we don't get cold. Now, reptiles are able to live all over the world, in all different environments. Swamps, forests, rivers, and deserts. And since they don't try to keep warm, reptiles don't use as much energy as animals like you and me. They conserve their energy. They only use it when they need it. Yeah. You needed a balloon. Reptiles don't really have skin. They have scales. They allow reptiles to move like separate plates on a suit of armor. So reptile scales protect reptiles. They also help reptiles keep moisture inside their bodies because reptile scales are almost completely waterproof. Almost.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
This is Science Max. Experiments at large. Science Max! Did you know it's easier to float in salt water, like in the ocean, than it is in fresh water, like a lake or a pool? That's because not all liquids are created equal. They have different densities. This is fresh water.
Science Guy,
And this is sugar. If I was to put 1 scoop of sugar in this water and stir it around until it dissolves, now this liquid is more dense.
Why are we watching science videos? Because I want to
you can do at home using liquid density. This glass just has
So I'm talking to a YouTube support specialist right now.
green food coloring
My live isn't working
of sugar in it.
for some reason, even though I'm live on the computer. It's giving me an error message. It's saying this.
Now, when you
Just
do this at home, you'll definitely
end stream or try again. So we're trying to figure out why. Because you, as you mentioned, it works on the PC, right? Yeah, it's weird.
You can do this at home, and when you do, I suggest you use a
I'm
very
streaming
small container.
literally
Be very careful.
right now as I'm typing
Use a turkey baster,
to
use a
you,
straw with
talking
your finger on
to
top,
my
or you
chat.
can hold the liquid in and you can just drop it in. But these kind of take some time, so I'm going to use
On
the
the
syringe
PC.
device. I'm going to use the most
Chat
dense
says
liquid
hi.
first because that's the one that's going to want to be on the bottom. I carefully put it on the bottom of the container. The next layer, be very careful, and you'll see that the red and the
Oh yeah,
blue
dude, it's weird.
aren't mixing because they have different densities.
It wasn't working on my wife's phone either, dude. It's weird. It's like it's
The green,
like the settings or something. Let me look
when
up.
it drips into the red, it comes back up to the top because the green liquid isn't as
Or
dense
is that
as the
comment
red
chat
liquid,
coming
and the
from
denser liquids
YouTube?
push the lighter liquid up. And now we're going to add the yellow, which of course has no sugar in it at all. And there you go. All the layers stay separate. If you put it on a light, you can really see it. Liquid densities. Now, let's max it out.
Ta-da! The longest length of liquid layers. 12 liquids all organized by density. Starting from the bottom, we have honey, corn syrup, chocolate syrup, maple syrup, dish soap, whole milk, water, dyed blue, vegetable oil, extra virgin olive oil, rubbing alcohol, baby oil, and lamp oil. Liquid density. I really want to mix it up, but it took me a long time to make this, so I'm not going to. If you attach something ferromagnetic like this washer to a magnet, not only does it stick, but the magnetic field travels down the metal, making it a magnet too, which means you can stick more and more things to each other, and they will continue to stick until you run out of magnetic field. You can do this yourself at home with anything ferromagnetic. Paper clips work pretty well, or washers like I have, or screws or bolts, and they'll continue to stick to each other as long as the magnetic field is strong enough. You can see it's getting pretty weak here, and they'll all stay magnetized as long as the first one is still attached to the magnet. But if you want to go even further, all you need to do is keep adding more magnets to reinforce the magnetic field. I've got a few here like this. Get the chain started like that. And then I've got a magnet attached to this washer, so it will keep the magnetic field strong. And I continue to add one magnet, one washer, and we'll just see how far I can go. You can even sculpt it a little bit. Look at that. And then at the end, a whole bunch of paper clips. Eventually, the weight will make it fall off, but it's a lot of fun to play with magnets and make art. Speaking of art you can make with magnets, you can also make sculptures. When everything sticks to everything else, you can make some pretty fancy designs. This is a rare earth magnet, a very strong one, and a bunch of nuts that I've gotten. And this one here is an electromagnet, but electromagnets are a little different because they need an electric current to work. Check this out. This is sort of a magnet dude with crazy hair. There's an earth magnet here, and this is a giant screw, and these are some metal bits, and then I've got two more magnets at the top here to hold on his crazy wire hair. He's got crazy wire hair because he's crazy magnet dude. Now, of course, we couldn't just talk about magnetic sculptures without maxing it out, so let's max it out. This is a bunch of scrap metal from leftover experiments, and I've got a bunch of rare earth magnets, and now I'm gonna max out a magnet sculpture. Let's see.
Okay, go back to Play Store. Let's do this.
There you go, a maxed out magnet me. I made this guy out of metal pipes with earth magnets in between, and these are his arms attached, of course, with magnets. His hand, his little metal pieces attached with magnet. Steel wool for the hair, and of course, hat, non-magnetic. All right, here we go. Ready?
Man, science brains right now.
Want to see a magic trick? Simple copper tube. Drop things through it.
What's up, guys? What up, David?
Nothing unusual happens, but watch when I drop a magnet through. What? It's not magic, it's science. Because the magnet creates a magnetic field, when it goes through the tube, the magnetic field repels the magnet upwards. Now, the field isn't perfect, so the magnet doesn't come to a stop, but still, it slows down from a fall to a nice, graceful drop. Take a look from above. Pretty amazing, right? Magnets, not magic, science. The shape of something makes a big difference in how strong it is. Get some toilet paper rolls and put them in a square, and then stack.
Oh gosh, is this my boy? Oh no, I need no. Yeah, there we go. I can't have this. Stopping.
Amazing, right? Magnets.
Yeah. What is this? This is Bill Nye the Science Guy. because YouTube isn't working at the moment.
How strong
Very
it is.
fun.
Get some toilet paper rolls.
I'm about to get
put
pissed
them
off, boys. I won't even lie.
And then stack books on top of it. They can hold weight. Thing is, they can actually hold a lot more weight than you probably think. In fact, the amount of weight just paper in a tube can hold is really kind of impressive. Straight, but then it cooled down afterward. There's more crystals sitting around in this water than there should be at this temperature.
That is not my bill. Oh, did they fucking...
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh, 2 minutes, there we go.
This is the sky. I know what you're saying. You're saying, well, there's nothing there. What do you mean there's nothing there? There's enough to fly on. Want to see it again? Things fly. Pretty cool, huh?
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Science rules.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
T minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Brought to you by Air. Without air, you ain't flying.
Air pressure makes things fly. That's it. From June bugs to giant jets, they all fly because of air pressure. And you're saying, well, how can air make that much pressure? I mean, it's not like it has a test tomorrow or anything. And besides, air is so light and, well, airy. But it's air pressure that lets us breathe. And it's air pressure that makes the wind blow. Without air pressure, nothing could fly. Take a look at this. It's our plastic airplane of science. This airplane is flying, even though it may not be going anywhere. Maybe you know the feeling. Wait, air moving over the wings is creating what scientists call, maybe a scientist like you calls, lift. Now, it's like when you lift something up, like maybe when you lift up a 400-ton jumbo jet, or a plastic airplane of science. Now, where does the lift come from? Well, it comes from moving air. When the wings are tipped up a little bit, the moving air creates differences in air pressure. Air pressure! The air going underneath the wings is going a little more slowly than the air going over the top. Now, when air is moving this way, it pushes this way. It doesn't push so much up or down. So there's a little higher pressure under the wing than on top. And that difference in air pressure creates lift. Now, this thing that happens with air, that when it's moving this way, it pushes this way and not so much sideways, is named after a Swiss guy named Bernoulli. So, we call it the Bernoulli effect.
The Bernoulli Effect.
When the wing's curved on top, it doesn't need to be tipped up as much to get lift. It doesn't need as big of an angle of attack. Airplanes fly because their wings develop differences in air pressure when they're curved on top or given an angle of attack. So, airplanes are held up by something we can't see. Invisible air pressure. Huh? Not that bad, not that bad. When we throw the plastic airplane of science, differences in air pressure created on the wing develop lift. Huh? Lift is what makes flying discs fly, and kites. Check this out. Ordinary balloon. Now, some of the air we breathe, the air that's around us all the time, is now inside the balloon. I've used the power of my lungs to force molecules into the balloon. The more molecules in the balloon bouncing around, the greater the pressure. And that pressure causes the balloon to expand. Air pressure. squeezes. This one? Well, we're gonna have to work on that. See, air pressure gives these balloons their shape.
What up,
Without
Victor?
air
What up,
pressure, we'd
Victor?
have something like this. Although watching balloons fly around, not that bad.
Here's another experiment you can do that shows what air pressure can do.
Get 2 pencils and a nice big balloon like this.
Now get a heavy book.
You can use a balloon to lift a book.
You can do it with air pressure.
Set 2 pencils on a table like this.
Place the balloon between the pencils with the open ends of the balloon hanging over the edge. Now, put the book on the pencils.
Just blow into the balloon.
You're lifting the book with air pressure from your breath.
Phew! Check it out. Power pack pumps of air. Air pressure inside. They're powerful. Science rules!
Yeah, it's a pretty good day for parasailing.
No. Do we get to watch Dragon Ball after this? I hope so. Dragon Tales, oh yeah, Dragon Tales. Oh yeah, that would be even better in class. Can you imagine? Oh man.
Ah, that was great.
Oh.
Anyway, here's the parachute. This is the front, and this is the back. Between
We're
there,
not
we
even
get high
including
pressure.
chubby, man.
So on top, we get slightly lower pressure. And that
Remember they
difference
did
in
the
air
Bill
pressure,
Nye,
that's where
the
the lift
lion
comes
guy.
from.
The lion guy? I don't remember that one.
That's a Boeing 727, a classic jetliner. It's full of people, kids, dogs, and choice of chicken or beef. It weighs almost 100 tons. 100 tons! That's a lot of tons to get off the ground. How do we do it? Differences in air pressure.
Watch some Bill Nye in 2025. Oh my
Even
god.
though we all know there's thousands
So
of
good.
airplanes taking off and landing every day, it's still a
Bill
pretty cool
Nye
thing to
the
watch.
Science Guy.
Wish we could see that again on instant replay.
We can, Bill. Bill.
Oh, hey, I didn't know you guys are up there. Go ahead, rewind it.
Give me camera 1. No, 2. No, 3.
That's great. Okay, now check out the airplane's wing. Look at its shape there. That's important because as the plane gets going, some of the air is going to go over the wing and some of the air is going to go under, just like a plastic plane with science. Back to you in the booth.
The X's are going over the top, fast, and the O's are going underneath, not quite as fast. Ready to? Take 2. It's the same air, just traveling at different speeds, which creates a difference in air pressure. The faster X's can't push down as hard as the slower O's push up. The O's push the wing up.
When the plane gets going, the air on top zips right over the wing, which creates an area of low pressure.
So, you've got high pressure underneath and low pressure on top to create lift. The X's and O's get back together at the back of the wing. Ready for Bill? Take Bill.
With air moving over wings, we can develop differences in air pressure that can be used to create lift. Now, how do you think we get air moving? With engines, big engines. That's how we get air moving.
I'm gonna
Let's
see
keep the show
eyewitness on
moving.
Pivot Satisfied. Oh, goodness. I know. That was a good one. Let's see.
This is the simulator room, and the one we're going to fly in today is the 767-200, so we'll go ahead and walk on in. Hi, my name is Susanna Darcy, and I'm a test pilot for the Boeing Company, and I'm rated to fly as captain on the Boeing 737, the 57, the 67, and 747-400. And this is a simulator that's used for doing all the training for airline pilots and test pilots that are getting their ratings on the 767. Pulling back right here, and beautiful, we're flying. There's a positive rate, and you tell me gear up. These are the throttles, and how the throttles work is like an accelerator on a car. This is the control column, and when you pull back, we go up, and when you push forward, the airplane will go down. Probably most people would not call pilots scientists, but on the other hand, you need a lot of math and science.
When we hit the ground, I pull this back.
Okay, I'll help you. All right. There's 50 feet. The airplane starts to flare automatically. Right there at touchdown. Come up. You can feel the brakes coming on. Altitudes are numbers, headings are numbers, airspeeds are numbers. So an airplane is really just a fun application of mathematics. Perfect. Are you sure you haven't done this before?
Consider the following. You, me, air, everything is made of molecules, little pieces of stuff. And when things like air molecules get moving, they can exert pressure. Here, take a look at the molecule machine of science. See the little balls? They're moving like moving air molecules. And they exert a pressure on this paper disc, see? Now, what would happen if I moved the paper disc up real fast? Well, take a look. See, the molecules spread apart, they expand. They want to exert a pressure in the direction they're going, along the tube. They don't exert as much pressure this way or this way. And that's Bernoulli's principle. It's the same pressure you feel when you're riding your bike. Excuse me, I'm going to generate a little wind here in the lab.
Alright, so...
You feel wind on your face. You feel pressure. You don't feel as much pressure on the back of your head. Now, this pressure is called...
They're having a lot of issues with this at the moment, I guess.
So the same thing happens in an airplane wing. Suppose we had an airplane wing like the plastic airplane wing of science.
So it shouldn't be too
long. As air
long.
goes over it, the air going under the bottom exerts a little pressure on the bottom. But the air going over the top doesn't exert as much pressure this way, this way, this way, or this way. So we get lift. See, lift, it's all done with molecules. See ya!
Here's an easy experiment you can try at home that shows you the difference between high and low air pressure. All you need is some string, tape, a straw, and 2 ping pong balls hung up like these. Take the straw and blow air between the balls. What do you think will happen? Okay, so you have your ping pong balls set up. What do you think is going to happen now? You might think that the air going between the balls would push them apart. But when you try it, they get closer together. That's because the fast-moving air has lower sideways air pressure than slow-moving air. So the faster air going between the balls makes the pressure on them drop. Since the air on the outside of the balls has higher pressure, it moves the balls closer together. This is called the Bernoulli effect, named after the Swiss guy who discovered this principle of pressure. The Bernoulli effect is what makes birds, airplanes, and kites fly.
Switzerland is also known for chocolates, Swiss cheese, and cuckoo clocks.
Bernoulli. He was onto something, huh?
Northwest 7 Heavy 7 ready for the parking What I do for a living is I'm an air traffic control specialist. Northwest 7 Heavy runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. The airplanes have to talk to us at all times. From the time they push back off the gate until they land again, they're talking to an air traffic controller. Our job involves science every day. Wind 20010, runway 16 right, clear to land. I decided to be an air traffic controller in the 6th grade, and I got fascinated in flight and just different scientific formulas. And then I found out that I had to know about clouds and precipitation, and science became my favorite subject in school. In fact, it was my best subject, science was. If you find out what you want to do at a young enough age, then you can strive for it when you get older, and anyone can achieve a goal if you strive for it and push for it hard enough.
Wright brothers, first to fly an airplane with an engine. Charles Lindbergh, first person to fly alone across the Atlantic. Amelia Earhart, first woman to pilot a plane across the Atlantic. What do these 3 have in common? Famous flyers, true stories, this week on the Johnny Lift Show.
This looks like an ordinary wing, doesn't it? Well, it is an ordinary wing, only it's really small. And scientists test wings, not in the wild, anything-can-happen world of the outdoors, but in here. This is a wind tunnel. A tunnel with wind! Remember when we were flying our plastic airplane of science? It didn't make any difference whether we were flying it in front of a fan or flying it with a toss. The wings lift the same way. See, planes take off and land toward the wind. That way, whether they're speeding up to take off or slowing down to land, there's already air moving over the wing. Not that bad. So airplanes can get big and complicated, and sometimes look a little weird. So we always want to make sure they fly the way we want them to. So it's easier, and I dare say a lot less expensive, to test wings and airplanes in here than it is to go just building one and seeing what happens. These big ones fly great, and they were all tested as models. Some people are afraid that airplanes can't fly. I guess because the air they fly through is invisible. Well, so is the air we breathe, for crying out loud. I mean, it's just air. Now, we humans have figured out ways to make pretty good wings. And they develop differences in air pressure. And differences in air pressure, that creates lift. Now, in order to get lift, you have to have the wing moving. You have to have the air moving. It's kind of like having your face in front of a fan.
Contest. Yeah,
like
right.
when you're riding a bike. You feel the wind on your face, the pressure of moving air. That's what we call dynamic pressure. So it makes airplanes fly. Anyway, a human on a bicycle is a very efficient machine. There's airplanes now that you actually get in and pedal for power. This is the Gossamer Albatross. It was the first human-powered airplane to fly across the English Channel. It was pedal-powered by Brian Allen. Don't kid yourself. Pedaling hard and long enough to keep an airplane like this flying is no easy task.
Oh, hi there, neighbor. Today on Build Out the Science Guy, we're going to show you force in physics. What happens when I give this motherfucker a fucking right hook to the dome? Boom! Hey, you know who was fucking beating on Mr. Rogers' door the whole time? Bill Nye. Bill Nye, boys. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Kill him.
We got that one all done.
Kill Bill. Yeah. Turned into Kill Bills.
Wind.
I always had a feeling Mr. Rogers was having a six-pack under that splitter vest. And Mr. Rogers lives in the ghetto, boys. You don't think he's gotten into fist fights on a day-to-day basis just defending his groceries? Yeah, he knows how to fight for sure. He can scrap. You know what I mean? Can't leave out the Red Great Joe. That pussy. Yeah, I mean, both of them beat the shit out of the fucking guy from Blue's Clues, though. No contest. No contest. I mean, absolutely. They're gonna remove my warning that I got from YouTube a year ago. Dang, kinda nice, boys. Hell yeah. You know what? Small inconvenience to not stream maybe for a day or so, if that.
Look in here.
But they're gonna expunge my record. Ah, you gotta like being on YouTube's good side, boys. Ah.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, they're like, you know what, you got in trouble in the past? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, not anymore. Sorry for the inconvenience, brain.
Helicopter rotors work just like airplane wings.
Hell yeah.
Instead of flying straight through the air,
What trouble?
they also
I
spin
do,
in a
dude.
circle. They develop
Perfect.
differences in air pressure, and that develops
And you guys remember when Drake's legs didn't work? That's where he got his start. Degrassi. Degrassi. Yeah. And one of his white friends went, suck, Drake, idiot, bitch,
A piece of cardboard,
and he
like
was like,
cereal box, a pair of scissors,
and then from ever on, he was like,
and a pencil. Anyway, here's what you do. Cut your helicopter rotor blades of science like this, notch it in 4 places, here, 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 and here. Bend it at the end of the wing in opposite direction. Tape it to your pencil, and you're ready to go. Take your helicopter and spin it.
Dora.
See? It flies.
Dora's a
Just like a real one.
slut.
Here's
Mhm.
another type of helicopter. Cut a piece of paper like
Dora.
this. Fold these two flaps in like
Dora.
this. Now, put a paper clip on the bottom
Dora,
and watch
Dora,
it fly.
Dora, the Ahura.
Helicopters! Science!
Oh. Bill Nye's got Nirvana. Hold on, I forgot that. Nirvana, boys? Oh. It's Nerdvana. It's Nerdvana. Oh, okay. Yeah, big difference. It's Nerdvana, boys. Oh. Anyone else fucking cringed out right now?
Now you know how birds, bats, butterflies, and airplanes fly. Basically, it's three things. 1. Air has pressure. 2. To get things to fly, we want differences in air pressure. Now, those differences in air pressure come from Bernoulli's principle. You remember the Swiss guy? As molecules of air go this way, they don't exert as much pressure this way or this way. Remember Bernoulli's principle, the Swiss guy with the cheese. And 3, when you give a wing an angle of attack, then Bernoulli's principle comes in and makes low pressure on top and high pressure on the bottom, and that creates lift. Well, I got some serious angles of attack to develop. Gotta fly, Bill Nye, the science guy. See ya!
Produced in association with the National Science Foundation.
Any luck yet? Yeah, a bunch of people have been having this problem, so they're forwarding it to a bunch of their higher ups, which they've probably had that forwarded up to them many, many times. So now they're just kind of giving me some
This is Science Max. Experiments at large. Science Max!
The Wizard Academy.
But,
All you have to do is demonstrate true magic. And you will be granted entry.
Well, Fuzzix, who is the next
Oh,
applicant for the
yeah,
Wizard
really bad
Academy?
stuff, yeah.
Well, no. Indeed, it is I, Overwhelmo, and prepare to be overwhelmed. Would you be flabbergastified if I balanced this coin on its end? Not really, no. Would you be impressed if I was to balance this coin on top of this coin? Possibly. Prepare to be flustered and stupefied. Stoopy. Stupid flustered as I balance 3 coins on their ends on top of this glass.
Well, that certainly would seem like magic. Let us see.
Okay. No pressure, Overwhelmo. You can do this.
And now, I say, a magic word.
A magic word! Ha 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 ha! And now you must let me into your academy.
Wait. What's under the cloth?
What cloth? This cloth? Nothing!
Oh, is that a magnet?
This? No!
The pull of the magnet is what's keeping those coins up. The magnet is just strong enough to keep the coins from falling.
No, this is set dressing. It's just...
It was a good trick, but it's science, not magic.
Well, yes. And you will see! You will see! I will be back! I, Overwhelmo, will return! And I will do such magic that you will need extra socks. Because I
Yo,
will
Smiley,
knock
let's
them
go,
off.
Smiley.
With my
Yo,
magic, you will
thank
need
you.
At least 2 pairs of socks, maybe 3 pairs of socks.
We can still see you!
No, you can't!
Let's go. Let's go, fucking Smiley. Bless you,
Welcome to
my family.
Shipbuilding for Pirates. I'm Swubby, and I've built some of the finest pirate ships for some of the finest pirates
Bless
this
you.
side of the Caribbean. And I can teach you to do the same. But first, you need to know your basics. Mass and volume. Let's start with volume! But not that kind of volume. Which of these 2 chests do you think has more volume? Right, this one here. Which of these 2 balloons do you think has more volume? Right, this one here. Volume is how much space something takes up. Which of these 2 chests has more volume? That's right, they're the same. But which of these 2 chests has more mass? Which is heavier?
The small
Hard
chest.
to tell, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what if I told you that this one was empty and this one was full of treasure? Oh, loonies. Now, which one has more mass? That's right, this one. These 2 chests have the same volume, but this one has more mass. This chest has more volume than that one, but this one... My loonies! That chest does not have as much mass. Volume is how much space something takes up.
Oh,
and
let's
mass
go.
is
Thank
how
you,
heavy
gentlemen.
something
Thank
is.
you, gentlemen.
And when you look at them both
Thank
together,
you, boys.
you're looking
Thank
at
you.
density. Join us next time on Shipbuilding for Pirates, and then we'll look at how volume, mass, and density work together to make something float. Oh, my precious, precious loonies.
Yeah, but
Are
still
you
down.
alright, my
Yeah,
friend?
there's a bunch of people
can't
on
talk, so
YouTube
I'm not sure
having
what they're saying.
the same
Now
problem.
it's time for Science So Simple, a caveman could do it. This is a caveman. Today we are going to teach this caveman how to build a strong structure. Here are some boxes. Go on and build a shelter, and I'll come back and see how it worked out. No, that's not right. You need to build walls by stacking boxes on top of each other. That's how you build. Understand?
Oh, yeah.
I'll come back later and see how it worked out. Uh-oh. Does that look right to you?
Yeah.
Look at those boxes. They're stacked on top of each other. But if they are in tall stacks, what would happen if you push on the wall? You see? Walls don't stay up if you build like that. Let's try again. I'll help you this time.
Good luck for that. Thank you,
First, lay
Smiley.
out the foundation.
Thank you,
Where
Smiley.
your walls should go. Good. Now let's make the second level. No, don't put it right on top. You need to stack in between. That's how you make a strong wall. Okay, I'll
come back later. Nice work. Why don't you give it a try?
Minute now, I'm thinking. Any minute now. Right?
Looks strong, but you forgot a box.
Any minute now.
Join us next time when we talk about how to make a door. Max Historica.
Let's see, what if I go to...
This is Leonardo da Vinci. Ciao. One of the greatest inventors to ever live. And this is a pile of wood. One of the greatest piles of wood to ever be piled. Now, Leonardo is going to construct a bridge out of this wood. This is Leonardo's hammer. One of the worst hammers in the history of hammers. Now Leonardo must construct his bridge using no tools at all. No, that hasn't been invented yet. How will Leonardo construct a bridge using no tools at all? Well, he is one of the greatest scientific minds. One of the greatest scientific minds in history. Oh, each piece of wood is supported by another. And that's what's known as Leonardo da Vinci's self-supporting bridge. Leonardo's done it. But there is a flaw in the bridge. It's very strong when you apply downward force, but not so strong when you push on it sideways. Fortunately, Leonardo can devote his great mind to figuring out how to clean up his workshop. Haha! Join me, one of the greatest narrators in the history of narration.
I'd make a report about lost revenue. 10 steps ahead of you. Answers no. YouTube doesn't work like that. I did ask though. I won't lie, I did ask Jacob.
And you'll be granted entry.
That's all me. That's not their fault.
Oh, no,
You know
not
what I mean?
overwhelming.
I get it.
Someone
I
say
get it.
overwhelmo? No, wait, no. Next. Oh, not that. Okay, good. Okay. Behold, it is I, overwhelmo! Welcome back, Overwhelmo. If you can truly demonstrate magic, you may join the Wizard Academy. A glass of water! No, wait, that is not the hot trick. Okay, hold on. Okay, and this, a waterproof playing card. I put the card on the glass and flip it upside down, and then I say the magic word. The magic word. And behold, magic! Yes? Is that it? Yes. Well, it's not magic. It is defying gravity. Nope. The water would fall and the card would fall to the floor. It's not magic. This is magic. No, it's science. Horse feathers! Look, the reason the water doesn't come out is the air at the top of the glass keeps it held in by suction. More air would have to get into this glass to decrease the suction, and because the playing card is keeping a seal on the glass, the suction of the air is holding the weight of the water up. Balderdash! All right, look, let's do a little experiment then, shall we? Let's move the playing card just a little bit from the edge of the glass. You see those bubbles? Yes. That's bad news. Science, not magic. Well, I will return, and then you will see your mind will be melted by the... No, that's not my music. You will rue the day when... That's not my... Overwhelmo shall return!
Now it's time for Science So Simple, a caveman could do it. This is a caveman. This is a door. It is a well-known scientific fact that cavemen do not know how to open doors. This is Newton's second law.
force equals mass times acceleration. Our caveman thinks he can open the door if he uses force. Well, what if he was to walk briskly into the door? Then the force that he will hit the door with will be equal to his mass, or how much he weighs, times his acceleration, which will be walking speed to...
Alright.
0. It didn't work, did it? Looks like we need more force. If we want to increase the force, we need to increase the mass, increase the acceleration, or both. A rock! That's perfect. If the caveman holds the rock, he has a greater mass. Now we just need to increase the acceleration, which means going faster. Let's try running. Go on. A little further. That's good. Now the caveman is going to run at the door. To get more force, we've increased the mass to a caveman plus a rock. And we've increased the acceleration to go from running speed to...
Let's see.
0.
So...
And there you have it. That's how Newton's second law works. Join us next time for how doorknobs work.
Let's see.
Welcome back to Shipbuilding
Alright,
for
I'm gonna
Pirates.
try
I'm
something
Swamp
out.